Here it's valid values in username and invalid in password. Username should be valid, so admin should not display, so it's the same thing. User application should prompt the user to enter valid credentials. So this is one test case. Let's add one more test case. Check the functionality of submit button with invalid values in username and valid values in password field. So here it's invalid values, here it's valid values. Username is invalid, so let's give that Saturn, and password is valid admin, and it should not log in. So let's save this. So we are actually done with writing test cases for submit button here. Basically, when we are checking the functionality of submit button, we are automatically checking the functionality of username and password. So if you want to omit these test cases for username and password, it's fine, but I just explained you how to write test cases for a text box field. So check the function. So submit button test cases are finished. What I'll do is I'll just copy this few rows and paste them here. And the next one was 1.4 and functionality of cancel button. Let's write test cases for cancel button. Delete this thing. So 1.4.1 will be the first test case for cancel button. Now test the functionality of cancel button with data or values in username and password. Here we are actually entering values in username and password. It could be valid values or invalid values. So the test step would be, first step would be enter data or values in username. Second step would be enter data or values in password. just click cancel button. So the input values, you can give anything here. For username, let's say TYRER, and for password, let's say DT, some data there. And expected result is the page should refresh, or should refresh the page. Or the page should refresh, or the page should refresh the page is one and the same. So this is one test case for checking the functionality of a cancel button. We could add one more or few more if you want. Now the next test case would be test to check the functionality of cancel button with data or values in password in username. That is, now we are actually just entering values in username, and we are not entering values in password, and we are checking the functionality of cancel button. So enter data in username and click on cancel button. Let's say username is this, and delete this. Again the same thing, it should refresh the page. Now the next test case would be test to check the functionality of cancel button with data in password. So we are just entering values in password, not in username field. Password, give some values, that's all. So page should be refreshed. So now we have written test cases for cancel button as well as submit button. Let's go check the scenarios. So we've written test cases for username text box, and I believe you know how to write test cases for password text box. Now I did not write this text box or this password text box test cases, and I've written test cases for submit button as well as cancel button. So one functionality left now is one thing to check now is to check the tab flow and the cursor position. Let's go and write test cases for that. Oh, I should have copied this. Okay, anyways, let's copy that and paste and delete. Writing test cases, test scenarios is tedious, but you should have patience. So that is 1.5, that was 1.5 scenario number. We are checking for tab flow, and cursor position. So the first test case should be when the login page is displayed, the cursor or the control should be in username text box. Test step for that would be, well, nothing as of nothing, you know, because or it could be enter URL in the enter address in the URL, but anyways I cursor should be in username text box. Input values nothing expected, should be in username text box. That is, here we could actually modify this test case. Cursor should be in username text box. Checks the position of cursor. Check the position of cursor, that would do. So the test case to check the position of the cursor, we have given that as the description as check the position of cursor. So it should be in username. Now tab flow. Check the tab flow. Now expected result should be, flow should be proper.